Okay, so now let us consider the different operators that we have with respect to Java. Okay, the different operators. So this was the primitive data types that we saw. So now the operators in Java. Okay, the operators in Java are symbols. Okay, which is used to perform operations on variables and values. We just saw what is the variables, right? And then whatever the values that we have stored in that variables. So basically we have different type of operators. We have arithmetic operators, we have relational operators, logical, bitwise, assignment, and unary operators. Okay, so first let us go with arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are basically used for mathematical calculations. For example, consider we have two values declared. A is equals to 10 and B is equal to 5, or the two values that we have declared. And now suppose you want to perform an addition. So this operator you can use. Plus operator you can use. Okay. So plus operator you can use to perform the addition. For example, if you are using like this 10 plus 5, the output will be 15, right? The next is subtraction operator. Okay, the subtraction operator is minus. So subtraction it is used for. So if you are trying to give a minus b, that is 10 minus 5, the output will be 5. Then multiplication operator will be star. Okay, so a star b, that will be 50. 5 tens are 50, right? Division operator will be used to perform the division, like a divided by b, like 10 divided by 5, what will be the result? That will be 2. Now modulus or percentage, this is used to find the remainder while performing division. Okay, if you divide 10 by 5, what will be the remainder? It will be 0, so that value will be printed. If you want to find the remainder, you can go with this modulus or percentage symbol. Okay, so these are arithmetic operators. Okay, so now let me try to show you guys in the Eclipse. Okay, so I'll show you guys this in the Eclipse. Let me try to switch to Eclipse. Okay, so here if you see in the Eclipse, we have this main method. Let me try to perform directly here. Okay, directly in the main method. Let me try to remove all these methods. Okay, so now I'll take two variables. Let the two variables be int of a is equals to 10 and int of b is equals to 20. So I'm trying to perform addition. What is the operator, guys? The operator is plus, right? Operator is plus. So a plus b. This is the operator. Now let me try to store it in one variable. Integer of sum is equals to a plus b, right? Now let me try to print the value of sum like this. Let me try to take a as 10 and b as 5. So now we are trying to perform addition. Once we have performed the addition, we are trying to store it in one sum variable, right? So this is an assignment operator. I'll tell you that also. Okay, so here we are trying to perform an addition. So whatever the addition that we have performed, it will try to store it in the sum, and then it will try to print the sum. Okay, run as Java application. See, it will give you 15. So it is performing addition. So to perform addition in Java, what operator we have to use? Plus operator. Now if you want to perform subtraction, what is the operator that we have to use? We have to use minus, right? So that will be the difference, right? So let me try to print difference. So what will be 10 minus 5? 10 minus 5 will be 5. Run as Java application, result is 5, right? So if you want to perform subtraction, we have to go with minus operator. If you want to perform addition, we have to go with star. Okay, so this will give us product. So if you want to perform multiplication, we have to go with star, and 10 5s are 50. Output should be 50. Yes. If you want to perform division, we can go with this slash. Okay, so this will be the division. Okay, I'll write it as div, and I'll give it here as div. Okay, so 10 divided by 5 is 2. 5 2s are 10. Run as Java application. So the output will be 2. If you want to obtain the remainder after you divide, so what will be we have to use? We have to use this modulus, or it is called as percentage also, right? So reminder. So what will be the reminder now? 0. Run as Java application. The output will be 0. Right? So these are the mathematical operators that we have in Java. Okay. Okay. So these are the mathematical or the arithmetic operators. The next are the relational operators or comparison operators. Okay. So for example, consider we have two operators. These relational operators are used to compare two values. Okay. So now with respect to this, relational operators are used to compare two values. Okay. And it will return true or false. It will return true or false. Okay. This is the relational operators which are used to compare two values. And this will return true or false as the result. For example, consider A as 10 and B as 5. So two values I have taken. This is an integer variable and this is also an integer variable. B is equals to 5. This can be applied on any type of data type. That is a different thing. But consider, for example, we have considered A is equals to 10 and B is equals to 5. So first is the equal to operator. This equal to operator, the 2 times equal, right? So this is used to check whether the value A and B is equal or not. Okay. If it is equal, it will return true. If it is not equal, it will return false. For example, here we have taken 10 and 5. Is 10 and 5 equal? No. 10 and 10 are equal. 10 and 5 are not equal. Right? So it will return as false. So this is equal to operator. The next thing is not equal to operator. Okay. For example, we have taken 10 and 5. Is 10 and 5 not equal? Yes, it is not equal. So it will return as true. When this will return false? When 10 and 10, if we are taking the values, 10 and 10 is equal to, so it will return false at that time. But now it is not equal to, hence it will return true. Okay. Greater than. So is 10 greater than 5? Yes, 10 is greater than 5. It will return true. Right. Then is lesser than operator. The lesser than operator is used to check whether value A and B is lesser or not. Is 10 lesser than 5? No, 10 is not lesser than 5. It is greater than 5. So it will return false. Then greater than or equal to. It will try to check two conditions together. Okay. Whether if it is greater than, it will return true. If it is equal to, it will return true. If it is both not, then it will return false. Now consider here. Is 10 greater than 5? It is true. So it will return true. But the other condition is false, even though it will return true only. Okay. Then let us consider lesser than or equal to. Now is 10 lesser than 5? No, it is not lesser than 5. Is 10 equal to 5? No, it is not equal to 5. Then it will return false. Okay. So these are called as relational operators. Okay, these are relational operators, which is used to check, which is used to compare the values with respect to variables that we have given. Okay. Okay, let me try to take the same code that we have here. Okay, and let me try to paste it in the Eclipse. Okay, I'll try to paste it directly in the Eclipse. I'll try to paste it here. Okay, and now let me try to print like run as Java application. See here, is equal to 5? No, it is not equal to 5. It is returning false. So like that, it is trying to return all other different values. So these are comparison operators, right? Which are used to compare the values. So this was with respect to the relational or comparison operators. So now let us see with respect to the other that we have logical operators. So this is used to combine multiple conditions. For example, like this. See, we have taken one variable A is equals to 10 and one more variable B is equals to 5 and one more variable C is equals to 20. Right? So this is called as logical AND operator. Okay, which used to compare multiple values. For example, A is greater than B, that is 10 is greater than 5. This will take true. And now here we have to take the operator logical AND. Then again we have to compare one more value. A is lesser than C. A value is 10, C value is 20. It is lesser than C? Yes. If both the things are true, it will return true. If both the things are false, it will return false. Even though one thing is true, one thing is false, it will return false only. Okay, so that is a logical AND operator. This is logical OR operator. Logical OR operator is used to compare two values again. For example, A is lesser than 10. For example, if you take something like this, A is lesser than 10, and instead of this, if you want to replace with logical OR, you will go like this. So this will be a kind of operator that we can use here, like this. Okay. So if both the values are true, it will return true. Even if one value is true, it will return true only. In the case of logical OR, at least one condition is true, then it will return true. This is not is used to check like this. If some value is giving you true, then it will help us in making false. These are called as logical operators. For example, I'll show you this. Okay, this is the things that we have taken. Let me try to switch to Eclipse back, and let me try to show you guys that how does it looks. Okay, so yes, so I'll just try to paste it now. I'll just try to paste the value that I have copied. Okay, so now let me try to remove the declaration. Okay, so now if you see guys, if I'm trying to execute this run as Java application, you could see true, true, false, right? So here we are trying to compare. So first it will try to compare A is greater than B. A is greater than B? Yes, it is greater than B. And then we are applying an logical AND. And then we are trying to check A is lesser than C or what. And then it will try to print after checking both the conditions. Okay, like that. So this is the NOT operator. Okay. So let's next go with respect to the assignment operators. Okay. So the assignment operators are basically used to assign some values. For example, we just saw with respect to this equal operator or assign value, right? So this is used to assign a value to a particular variable, right? And this is add and then assign. Like for example, if you're trying to declare like this, then what is the value of A? Value of A is 10. Then it will try to add some value and then assign it to A, right? So A value that we have taken is 10. So 10 plus 5 will be 15, right? So 15 will be assigned to this here. Similarly, minus, multiplication, division. So this will do like subtract and then assign the value. For example, 10 minus 5, that will be 5. So 5 will be assigned. You will be declaring it like this, but it will be performing this operation. Okay, you will be declaring like this, it will be performing this operation. You will be declaring like this, it will be performing this operation and then assign the value. Okay, so these are like kind of two operations we are trying to perform at the same time. Okay, similarly with respect to the modulus. Okay, the next thing are unary operators. The unary operators are nothing but like plus A. So you are trying to tell this is an plus 10 value. If you want to declare some negative value like minus 10, you can give minus and then you can give 10. Okay, and then these are the increment and decrement operators. This I will explain. This I'll explain in detail with respect to increment and decrement. Okay, and there are two. This is called as post increment. This is called as pre increment. This is called as post decrement. This is called as pre decrement. Okay, I'll explain now everything with respect to Eclipse. If I go, okay, so here I'll take the increment and decrement values. Okay, let us first see pre increment. Okay, let us see pre increment. This is majorly used with the loops, guys. So I'm trying to explain in detail. Okay, I'll take one variable as int of A is equals to 10. Okay, and let me try to print the values. Okay, before that I'll do like this. A is equals to plus A. See, here we are trying to do pre. We are trying to do the pre increment. Okay, and I'll try to print the value as A. Okay, now let me print like what value it will give. It is giving me 11. Now I will do post decrement and let us see what value it will give me again. Run a Java application. So this is giving me 10. And what value this gave? Just trying to check how it behaves so that I can explain. It is giving me 11. Okay. So this is called as pre-increment. Pre-increment is nothing but first perform the addition and then use the value. This is called as pre-increment. Pre-increment means we will be writing this plus plus before a, right? That this is called as pre-increment. See, now if I print, so what will this perform in the back end? It will perform this operation, a plus 1, like this. Okay. So what is the value of a? The value of a is 10. So 10 plus 1 is 11. So it will try to first perform increment. It will first try to perform addition, then use the value, right? So now it will give us 11 as the output because 10 plus 1 is 11, right? Now what is called as post increment? Post increment is nothing but first use the value and then increment. First use the value. Use the value. Okay, we have to use. So what value it should give? It should give us 10. So it is 10. Then use its value. Similarly, we have with decrement also. So this is pre-decrement where first the value will be decreased, then it will be used. So 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. So the sum should be 11 now. 11. But in the case of post decrement, how it behaves? It behaves like this. Oh, sorry. It will 10 plus, okay, let me give like this, 10 plus 2. Okay. So 10 plus 2 will be 12. So the value will be 12. Okay. So pre-increment is nothing but first perform subtraction to the variable value and then perform the other operation. In the case of post, first try to use the value, then perform the other operation. So that is the major difference between post increment and pre-increment, or pre-decrement and post-decrement. Decrement is decreasing the value by 1. Incrementing means increasing the value by 1. Okay, so this is called as increment and decrement operators, which are very important when we are going with the loops, for loop or while loop, do while loops. Okay, there it will be very helpful.